Well, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Whatever Wednesdays. Today we are taking a look at a game, or sim, depending on your definition, called Derail Valley. Now this game is normally done in VR, but I can't be asked to dust off the index, throw in the contacts, and play it. So we're gonna do it in the full screen here, or on the normal screen, and get into it. I've got a fairly long train. We've delivered part of it here. It's this coal train, so I cut this and brought it to this park spot where it needs to go, and then I've got that train over there, and then over that way there's more that we need to deliver, so it's quite a bit on our docket for today, so let's get going. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so I'll talk a little bit through the ops of this game as we play, but I've got my two brakes there. Train brake are the air brakes for the whole train, and then the independent brake just does my locomotive. I've got my reverser, which is this guy here. Lets me set the direction of the train. Throttle, dynamic brake, which is a... think of it, instead of the motor making forward momentum, it becomes a load and makes it harder for the engine to go. It's just a way to save brakes, but this is one of several engines in this game. It's not all diesels either, but I've got a quadruple head here with two of these turbine-driven, the red guys are turbine-driven, and then two diesel-electric locomotives. You can see there's that other coal train we just cut into 2I, A2I. There's this guy here, which I have actually not driven. I think this has like manual gears that you have to engage and stuff. And there's a couple of steam locomotives as well as a little baby guy, the EMD2, I believe. Little teeny tiny guy, which he's actually part of the other train that we have parked over that way. I split it off, and we'll come back to collect him once we park this train up in B5I. Now, how I'm saying all these locations, and how am I knowing where all of this is going? So I have my shipping orders here, and you can see here I've got this freight haul objective, and I've got the... hold on, I need to make an adjustment. And I have my manifest. So I have an allotment of cars. I need to deliver coal from Coal Mine South, which we just came from. You can see it down at the bottom there, to the remainder, or to where we're at now, the coal power plant, which is where we are. And it gives me the car numbers. We'll look at those in a second. We picked them up from track B40, take them to the coal power plant, and deliver them to A2I. Now that's that set. The other set we're working with right now, where we're coming into B5I, not these, some of those, but these as well. Nope, there we go. So, same deal. Came from the coal mine, going to the coal power plant at B5I. And there's a station map. If you ever get lost, I just like to walk around and find where I'm going. I find that to be easier. Yeah, no, this is just to the game here. We'll get this coal car set brought in here to B5I, and then we'll cut the train loose. We have additional freight that we're bringing over. So these train cars here are part of my train set. And then, I don't know if you can see them, but down there are the other train cars I need to go get. So we'll come back and collect those in just a sec. So I'm going to go back to idle here, and we'll set our train brake. And we'll go out to the F2. Make sure we've got the whole train parked into B5I, which we do. Brakes are set. Train set to idle. We'll leave a reverser and forward for now, because we're going to pull all forward again. And we're going to come around to here. I'm going to close off our air valves, disconnect our air line, loosen up that coupler. Oh, that was supposed to go better. It's supposed to hang like the other one is, but there we go. Then we need to set handbrakes on our cars. So we'll do the one there. Oh, maybe not. We'll do one more here. We'll head down way to the other end of the train because these are two manifests put together. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I say two manifests in just a second here. And let's bleed off that air. Alright. Back in our loco. Air brakes. Release. And we're rolling. Alright, we're using A5S as a turnaround point here. Gentle on the brakes, make sure we're clear of that rear switch. We just cleared it. Yes, we did. Reverse it to neutral. And I'm going to flip the flitch. That's a word. Flip the switch manually, but you can also use a little remote to do that should you so choose. And actually, I'm going to run down the full length of here because I want to get off of B5I entirely. This is inconsequential. We're going to go over here, and then we're going to reconnect to that train there, and then you can maybe see the switch all the way down there pointing off to the right. So that'll get us back on track to where we're headed. So backing up now to that other shipment. Back her in nice and gentle. Just a little bit of speed just to keep a small head of speed on, just to compress those buffers. That's perfect. Handbrakes. Same thing we just did, except in reverse. And we shouldn't have to purge brake systems because I left this intentionally loose. Because I knew I was coming back to it in the real world. Obviously, you would not do that, but... Oh. I've got a brake pipe warning. Let's see what that's about. Is there a handbrake on somewhere? Nope. 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 No. And no. Do I have air pressure out of the back? I do. Well, we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, these are all undone. Also, yes, you can carry missiles in this game. Helicopters, tanks, you name it. Lots of cargo variation. Yes, yeah, it's fine. It's just, I don't know, whatever. It's fine. Interesting. That's fine. We're going to push through it. We've got 4 locos, so whatever is going on with that set that's making it unhappy, we'll deal with it. I don't hear any squealing brakes like we have a stuck-on brake, so I'm not sure where the problem is. Anyway, we'll keep reversing until we have the head of our loco out. Past here. And we'll flip this switch, that'll throw us back onto the main line. Or headed back towards the main line, then once we're on the main line, we'll stop and use that other loco to bring up our rest of our train set. Alright, we're pulling into our switch there, and we need to throw the orders we have into the validators. Let's go to the station here to do that. So I have this one, this one, this one, and this one. Oh, while we're here, let's see if there's any thing going, because we're going up to the machine factory in town, so that's MF, that upper left-hand corner. And I don't see anything that would work, because there's goods factory, which is the opposite side of the map. Food factory in town, which is way, way north, so I don't think we'll pick anything else up while we're here. But this is the little career manager, so if you wanted to, you could service all of your different locomotives or your train cars. There's licenses you can purchase. I obviously have quite a few of them. The vehicles you own, the stats, your stats. So, anyway. And then there's the weather board. There's also a, you can manually or automatically switch your what am I trying to say? The switches. You can activate the switches, but I'm pretty sure you need to be in VR to do that successfully, so I'm not going to be able to demo that today. Anyway, we'll roll forward onto the main line. It's a little bit of a downhill grade, so we'll use the dynamic brake while doing so, and then once we're have that last missile car past the junction, we will stop, and then we'll use that little, I think it's an SM2. No, it's a missile. I don't know. It's got a name. These are all fictitious trains loosely based off of like Soviet era, like, I don't know, 70s, 80s era Soviet vehicles, which it's a neat idea, neat concept. I do like all the weathering and that sort of stuff. Almost everything is toggleable. You know, you got your cab lights, your gauge lights, all that stuff. Sanders. Adding sound, you can open the windows, make more noise, but I like them closed for less noise. So, anyway, we'll run down here, then we'll go back and pick up the rest of that manifest here in just a sec. So we're doing a little bit of a rollback here. We stopped just on top of the start of the bridge here. I'm going to stop just short of it. Let's do a little bit of a rollback. Reverse is still in forward. And we'll park up there. And we'll go get the other. There it is. There you are. DE2. Couldn't think of that. Alright, let's turn on the brake cutout. A little switch down there. Reverse it to forward. Brakes off. We're already rolling backwards. Let's go one notch in. 2 notches, because we've got a pretty steep grade here, 1.5. Oil's in bad shape on this poor loco. But I don't have the means to rectify that right now. And that's almost contact there. We'll add just a little more throttle in. Give her a gentle-ish shunt. There's contact, brakes on. Alright, we're going to leave the engine as it is right now. We'll put the reverser back to neutral. We'll leave it idling for a second here. And then we'll go hook up the rest of the train, or hook up to the rest of the train, I should say. We'll open this valve. Oh. Release the rear of the train, open up the cutout, and we'll actually go and shut down here. Almost peaceful. Alright. Back up to here. We'll open up this airline. There we go. The rest of that train's now energizing with air. Add in a notch. And get it underway. way. No idea what's causing my brake light. It has to do with the brake pipe, but there should be enough. There should be enough air to offset that. I don't understand why it's so upset. It happens to me whenever I'm running longer trains. They're all interlinked. All the valves are open. All of the other locos are in. Their brick cutout is off. But just to prove I'm not lying, there's my cutout on there, off. Also, don't do this in the real world. Should go without saying. Cut off. Also off. I think we might be making a mistake here doing this. And the cutout's off there too. And I think I'm overheating one of the motors. Oh no, we're fine. Going up to a 50 zone, so we'll get heavy on those brakes. Get in some independent. Oh, shnikes. So this is a machine factory in town. And I did not pay attention to where I'm going. So I have these three. So I need to go to C3I, E3I in the military base, and A3S. Probably in reverse order. Because I've got the excavators, the missiles, and the empty cars. So excavators, missiles, empty cars. So we're going to do the missiles first? Question mark? I guess we'll do the empty cars first. Because I want to use that DM3 to bring in the empty cars. So we need to get to the machine factory military base, and I think we're going to do that over here. Oh look, train station. Well, turnstile. I think maybe we'll switch out for that DM3. Assortment of different trains. You can see we've got all of these in our train set as of current, but sometimes other ones show up. So the military base is this way, but to get to it you have to do this weird deal, because this is the entrance to the military base. And to get onto this track, we're going to be coming from this way. So I'm probably going to have to reverse out. And again, this is just how I play the game. There's no wrong way to do this, but I'm certainly probably not doing the most efficient way. Good. And last one. So we'll reverse. We'll reverse and separate at the missiles. Inverse of what we just did. And once that's done, we'll ooh, that's not going to work. I'll figure something out. We're going to have to bypass that switch, because I need to back this in where we're going. I'll figure it out. Alright, so we've bypassed a little entryway there. Trains now. It's over that way. So I've got all the switches aligned. We're going to go straight into E3I, which is our destination track, via this little loop-de-loop here. You can see our train there. Oop. Actually, no. I need this one. Yep, so we're set. So let's go reverse into E3I. Reverse is in reverse. It's starting to get dark out. Sun is setting. There is obviously a full day-night cycle. There's also weather. Like I mentioned before, you can see the weather forecast in this game. Right now, looks a little over. Why did I do that? I could have just gone outside. Looks a little bit hazy, a little cloudy. There's kind of a consistent haze in this game. It's not anything terrible, but I don't know. You can see it for yourself there. I won't say this is as good as it gets haze-wise, but it's definitely there. And I mean, we are next to two gigantic sets of smoking smokestacks, so, you know. That probably has something to do with it. Hashtag the sky don't lie. But that's neither here nor there. We're making our way into military base now. And crossing that double junction. That's a relatively short pull-up, so we've got only 3 cars we're delivering, so we should have more than enough space. I can see 4 cars easily fit in there. Let's start decelerating here. We'll go a little bit more. One more to go into E3I. And brakes. Alright, uncouple. Airline. Coupler. And we'll bleed the air out. Set our brake. And where's the tent? There it is. And I don't want to go all the way to the military base. It's on the other side of the map. Upper right-hand side, MB. So we're not going to do that. Eventually I'll run out of locations to go, and we'll have to pick up something heading somewhere. But for now we've got these to deliver as well as the empty cars. So we'll get set up for that. These are going to C3I, and then the other ones are going to A3S. So C3I, I think, is right over here. Yeah, there it is. So we need to get this train from the sideways position it's in into there. Alright, so the folks who laid out this rail yard did a great job. We're going to stop here. And I'll set my reverser. Train stopping, and we're going to set this switch to go to the left, and I'm also going to just quickly reset this one. So this will take us all the way to here, which is... oh no, that's the B's. We want to go to the C's, so we're going right. Then we need to go left, then right. The rest is set. So we'll just back it right into here. These guys, I think we're going to shut off. We've got a good amount of fuel, but I'm going to shut them off because we don't need them. There's not enough. It's not a lot of train anymore, so we don't need don't need all that extra power. These guys should more than do the trick. Alright, I think this is good enough of a reverse. We don't necessarily need this head of the train anymore. Actually, no, we'll keep going back because we're going to service these. We need fuel and oil in all of them. And we'll repair any damage too. Any wear items. But we're officially past sunset. It's set behind those little hills over there. Mountains, probably. Actually, yeah, definitely mountains. I live in a flat part of the United States, so I don't know what mountains look like. I've seen them before. So where is this going? So that's done. City West. Oh, shoot. Shoot. We didn't drop off that manifest at City West like we were supposed to. Alright, well. Maybe I'll do that off camera. Let's put in what we did deliver. Let's see if there's anything going to City West or that direction. Nope. Harbor in town, oil refinery. Because City West it's just one stop back, so we need something going to coal plant, which we don't have. So we'll validate that. What? Am I stupid? Machine Factory, C3I. These are the wrong... these are the wrong... I brought the wrong cargo. We're gonna just there. There we go. Now, ignoring that little hiccup, an obvious operator error, I thought those didn't look like excavators. It's because they didn't. Okay, so we're going to come in here. We're going to hang a right turn, or left turn rather, over to the turntable and go into there. Sounds good. Sounds good. Great. Okay, brakes off. I can't see. Let's go cab lights. Versus and forward. We'll gently coast in here. We'll fuel up all of our trains. And I think we'll close it out for whatever Wednesday is, because this is a little bit lengthier than I usually plan for these videos. I usually just do a mission or two. But Derail Valley is it's a good game. If you enjoy train ops, and it's not just freight hauls. You can do logistical hauls, which is the empty train cars. You can also switch and load trains, but the big thing here is the train maintenance. I should go get one of the steam locomotives. Steam locomotives are by far the heaviest in terms of maintenance. They require regular watering and coal refilling. You have to manually shovel the coal, whereas the diesel engines, you keep them full of gas, you keep them oiled up, and you don't overwork them, and for the most part, they op well. I'm not going to do it in this game because I like my train, but obviously you can have pretty catastrophic crashes, derails, explosions, all that sort of stuff. Alright, first things first. I said first things first, fuel. So we're currently selected on our... Yep. Okay, so we'll go diesel. Sucking diesel. And oil. And then we'll go over to the next train, load him up with diesel. The next locomotive, I should say. Load them up with oil. To the next one, same thing. Sucking diesel. Does anyone know what that's from? Like, I distinctly... I want to say it's like an old YouTube channel I used to watch. Sucking diesel? I don't know. Maybe it's something super offensive. The joke here is 8 people are going to watch this video. I'm being optimistic. It's not going to be 8 people. There you go. Alright, so that is Derail Valley. I very much so enjoy burning hours and hours and hours in this sim. And I think if you enjoy train work, you will too. Check it out. By all means, check it out. This is Whatever Wednesdays. I'm Sample. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, take it easy.